Imagine waking up on a freezing morning with no heater, no warm blanket fresh from a dryer, and no supermarket waiting just a few minutes away. For most of us, winter is little more than an inconvenience. We wear a thicker jacket, drink something hot, and wait for spring. But for our ancestors, winter wasn't uncomfortable. It was deadly. Thousands of years ago, a single mistake during winter could cost an entire family their lives. The freezing air, the lack of food, dangerous animals, and the endless darkness all worked together against them. So how did humans survive? The first secret was fire. Fire gave warmth, light, and protection. It allowed people to cook food, scare away predators, and gather together after sunset. But fire had one major weakness. It only warmed the area around it. The moment someone walked away to hunt or collect wood, the freezing cold returned. That forced humans to invent something even more important: proper clothing. Instead of simply throwing animal skins over their shoulders, they learned to cut hides into carefully shaped pieces and sew them together. Using bone needles and thread made from animal sinew, they created fitted coats, trousers, boots, and gloves that trapped warm air close to the body. This simple invention allowed humans to travel into places where winter temperatures were far below freezing. Warm clothing changed history, but surviving the day wasn't enough. People also needed a place to survive the night. While caves offered natural protection, they were rare. Most groups had to build their own shelters using whatever materials were available. In some parts of Ice Age Europe, where trees were scarce, people even built homes from the enormous bones of mammoths. Animal hides covered the walls, while grass, soil, and even packed snow acted as insulation, helping keep precious heat inside. A well-built shelter could mean the difference between life and death. Then came an even bigger challenge: food. Winter almost stopped nature from producing fresh supplies. Plants disappeared beneath snow, animals became harder to find, and hunting became much more dangerous. To prepare, humans spent the warmer months storing food. Meat was sliced into thin strips and dried over smoke so it would last for months. Frozen ground worked like a natural freezer, preserving food during the cold season. Most valuable of all was animal fat. Fat contains far more energy than lean meat, giving people the calories they needed to stay warm through freezing temperatures. Without careful food storage, even the strongest hunters might never see spring. But winter didn't only threaten the body, it challenged the mind as well. Long before electricity, nights could last 15 or even 16 hours. Families stayed close to the fire, repairing tools, sewing clothing, carving weapons, and preparing for the next hunting season. These quiet evenings also became the birthplace of storytelling. Parents taught children survival skills. Elders shared memories of past generations. Stories, traditions, songs, and knowledge were passed from one person to another, helping shape the cultures we know today. In many ways, winter didn't just test humanity, it helped create it. Every challenge forced people to invent something new. Cold inspired better clothing. Harsh landscapes inspired stronger shelters. Hunger inspired food preservation. Darkness inspired learning, storytelling, and cooperation. Without those inventions, humans might never have spread across the coldest regions of Earth. Today, we rarely think about any of this. We adjust a thermostat, switch on a heater, or buy food that traveled thousands of kilometers to reach our table. Winter hasn't become easier. Human beings simply spent tens of thousands of years learning how to overcome it. Every warm home, every winter coat, and every hot meal is part of a long story written by countless generations who refuse to give up. The next time winter arrives, remember this: your ancestors didn't survive because the season became kinder. They survived because they became smarter.